So you might know this, you might not, but the first season of SpongeBob was painted by hand. Every single character movement was a cell, and every single background was one of one and painted by hand to be used in the production of the show. This is my collection of a lot of the artwork that was used to create the first season of SpongeBob SquarePants. Some cells are matches, some are just the one-of-one backgrounds. Everything you see here was production used and photo matched to the episode. That one, pizza delivery, SB129. They're all coded on the bottom to be the number episode that it was, and they are just beautiful. I love them. So the two types of numbering you see on them is SB for that one, SB121, and then BG, which stands for background. And then the number background. Each episode had between 100 and 200 backgrounds. Some were used multiple times. Some of these even you'll see BG 119, 120, 121, 122. Some of them were used 3-4 times, and it'll annotate that at the bottom. The way I was able to photo match a lot of them is by matching each paint dot to the actual scene in the show. Also, provenance has a lot to do with authenticating these sorts of things. But you really can match each paint dot because of the splatter paint and unique techniques. The same way people, photo match game-worn jerseys, you can do the same thing for SpongeBob, a bunch of different cells. That's both sides of the commercial and Muscle Bob Buff Pants. They're the only two backgrounds in that one, all from the same episode, these. But SpongeBob, it's pretty crazy that it's been around for 25 years now. This is the 25th anniversary this year. So these paintings are at least 25 or so years old to have been used in the production of the show. Nickelodeon had offices in, there's one of the sheets, because they would write it all out before anything was made. They would paint a lot of them in California at Nickelodeon, but then they would have their team in South Korea, I believe it was, do a lot of the production paintings. So Nickelodeon has some that weren't actually used in the show, but were like the mock-ups basically. And then a lot of these most of these, to my understanding, were done in South Korea and then used in the actual show. And then I photo matched them from there. But do you have any favorites? Which is your favorite episode of SpongeBob from the first season? Are there any of these that really stand out to you? Let me know. Some of my collection.